Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki Man Si. Today I'm going to do this standing up and for good reason. Now I've always been a big fan of Trent Alexander Arnold, our boy Scouser, right? Trent, wherever you may play, when you whip in the ball, it's a goal all day kind of thing. And no matter what the media have to say, you're Scout's heartbeat. And hopefully you're here to stay. Poet, and I didn't know it, but I do know it. I'm MC Star. Anyway, I digress just a second. Now, one of the Liverpool Fan in Japan community, Keith Above Us Only Sky, mentioned that he's heard on the rumour mill rounds that our right back position is sorted already. Does that mean Trent is staying? Even the tour guide at Anfield, I read somewhere that he was saying great news, just come in, blistering news, and everyone thought it was Van Dijk's contract, but he said, no, it's about Trent. About Trent, great news. What could it be? A tour guide at Liverpool? What has he heard while he was cleaning and showing people around? Look what they do on the tour guide. Could Trent be the ultimate prize at the end? Renewing Mo Salah, the news of Virgil van Dijk, our captain. Go on, Big Virg. Renewing for 2 more years? Is this what Trent needed to see? The adulation, the love, the absolute glory that's in store for the next few seasons now that we kept 2 of our most important players? Could Trent Alexander-Arnold be the final jewel in the crown? Because he is that lick of paint, he's that lick of class and quality, he oozes quality, right? Now, there's a lot of vitriol and retribution and hatred towards Trent Alexander's dealings with the situation, but keep in mind, it ain't over until it's over. He hasn't signed for Real Madrid, it's come out in the media. He has to inform Liverpool, and Real Madrid have to inform Liverpool when he's officially signed a deal. It has to be announced, and Real Madrid won't hesitate to say, we've got him. Trent's in the bag on a free. Liverpool, you get nilch, zilch, nada, yada, right? And he hasn't done it. He's still contemplating. It could go either way. The book is not closed. When the book is not closed, opportunity is not 0%. It's like if you ask a girl on a date, if you approach the girl and even talk to her, your chance for succeeding is higher than 0%. But if you never even talk to her, your destiny and your fate go different ways. It won't intertwine because your percentage chance is actually 0. Dating advice right there. Right, I should become a love guru. That sounds a bit dodgy. Anyway, yes, carrying on. Trent Alexander-Arnold still could go either way. Does he want his Gerrard moment? That close, we're in the zenith of joining Chelsea, only to say, how could I leave Liverpool? I can't do it, and re-sign his contract right then and there. We have John W. Henry putting the backroom staff in place. Richard Hughes, Slotty Slot. Oh my goodness, what a maestro. Winning the Premier League in his first season, almost there and thereabouts. We have Michael Edwards, the absolute Don, extracting value as well. Could they be enticing Trent Alexander-Arnold? Would he have been waiting to see whether the guy in front of him for the next 2 years is going to be Mo Salah? The guy on the inside of him, on the other side, protecting the back line is Virgil van Dijk. And now that they're committed, could Trent be swayed now? I know a lot of people have been on the hatred train and then the kind of remorse and then coping mechanisms, and then we'll be okay with Conor Bradley. We still have a Joe Gomez Maldini, we have a Calvin Ramsey, Quantas played there, Endo's played there, but Trent adds something different, right? The option of Trent and Conor Bradley is exquisite. It's basically, it'd be the best right-back pairing in world football, maybe of all time, because of the qualities and different qualities they provide. Now, Trent is an obvious target. We know about his frailties, his flaws. He has obvious strengths as well. He's not the greatest defender, but he's not a bad defender. He's won everything as a defender, and that may be one of the arguments as to why he leaves Liverpool. He's won everything there is to win. He wants to go to Spain, enjoy, a little bromance with Jude Bellingham, eat that tapas, that sangria, that kind of thing. But look, sangria, you can source it in Liverpool. It's an international world right now. I know trade is a bit iffy right now with the Trump administration. It doesn't matter. You can get your sangria here. And why not invite? No, we can't get Bellingham here. He's too expensive. We don't need him anyway. We've got class in midfield. All I'm trying to say is be careful of putting words and assumptions out there, because assumptions make an ass out of you and me, but definitely not me, because I'm not making assumptions. I'm just saying, like wrestling, swerves happened. You're led down a particular storyline, a particular path, but right at the end, the hero arrives late to save the day, and it's Trent Alexander-Arnold with a pen. And he signed another contract. Now, if imagine, right, he does sign another contract. You'd expect a 4 or 5 year contract, tie him down for the best years of his career. And he signs 2 years. He says, okay, you've secured Van Dijk, you've secured Salah for 2 years. I want to play with these geezers because with these guys, I can win it all, right? I can even win the Ballon d'Or. He won't win the Ballon d'Or ever in his lifetime. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's Tupac Shakur, all right? Okay, yeah, gangster, Van Dijk and Trent, and Salah to some extent. I wouldn't be surprised because he would be committing his years for the same amount of time as Van Dijk and Salah, with the opportunity to recoup some money, maybe a realistic transfer fee, because 25, 30, 40 million, knowing that he'll go and giving us time to get a replacement for him is better than living on free. Because people talk about him being £100 million player. I'm sorry, no one in world football pays £100 million for Trent Alexander Arnold, for the fact that nobody in world football pays £100 million for a fullback. Except Manchester City, who did it with Gerrard, who's a centre-back playing at left-back. He's a quality left-back, but look, they've imploded over there. So, even Matthias Nunes, who's a centre midfielder, Pep Guardiola questioned his technical ability to be clever in midfield, so he plays at right back. So yeah, don't really trust Arteta Ball and Pep Ball converting centre backs and other players into fullbacks, because they're obsessed with converting people into fullbacks, like Zinchenko from midfield to left back, Ben White from centre back to right back, Calafiore from centre back to left back, Gvardiol from centre back to left back, etc. Fernandinho from wherever to one of the fullbacks as well. It happens time and time again. But what I want to say is, the quality of Trent Alexander-Arnold and the remuneration and the finance, I don't doubt that Liverpool could pay him what he wants. Right? If he wants 250k, you could probably stump it up because he has an inside connection, being the Scouse heartbeat. But it's interesting to see that Curtis Jones stood up for Liverpool. Now, he was on the pitch against Everton when the player went over to rile up our fans. Curtis Jones, Scouse heartbeat as well, the Scouse in the team. He stood up for us and he earned a lot of brownie points, a lot of credit there. And when you think of Trent Alexander-Arnold and his affinity for Liverpool, you can't doubt he loves Liverpool, his family loves Liverpool, he's born and raised and grew up as a Scouser in Liverpool as well, and he's won it all for Liverpool. The demeanour, the attitude, strolling back, it could be tactical, it could be a personality thing. He's not always switched on, he's not twitchy like Iniesta or Xavi, waiting to see the play in front of him. He's a cool customer, he's always like that. When he speaks as well, he tries to speak professionally. He doesn't always have passion and emotion in his voice. He's not as inclined as a Stevie G to show emotion. Now, when you think of Steven Gerrard, right, once in a lifetime, total midfielder, no one else in world football can do what Stevie G did. Stevie G carried the worst Liverpool teams. He won us the FA Cup individually. He got us back in Istanbul. He was Captain Fantastic, G'ing up the crowd, G'ing up the teammates. He even did the Colo Toure, Yaya Toure kind of thing as well, right? He was just in the mix of it for everything. He phoned other players to try to convince them to come, mostly unsuccessfully, to Liverpool because we just didn't have a good team at the time. He lifted us, but you have memorable moments. Those goals, those tackles, going to right back, even the red cards, the passions, the gestures. When you think of Trent Alexander-Arnold's time at Liverpool, and he's been here for a long time, I'm going to ask you honestly, right, and put it in the comments below. Tell me every single highlight, absolute magical highlight that comes instantly to mind, not after you have to think and you have to think and you have to think. Quick corner taken to Origi. Was it by Endo? Was it by Robertson? It might have been by Conor Bradley, but no, it was Trent Alexander-Arnold. But above and beyond that, recency bias suggests to me against PSG, only against PSG, he really tried to take the game by scruff of the neck, appearing on the left wing to smash the ball across, going for rebounds, stepping into half space, taking shots as well, right? Against Manchester City, trying to take the game by scruff of the neck, trying to get into half space, trying to get the shot on goals, scored the equaliser, for example. But in other games, has he really, time and time again, be that go-to man that steps us to save us from the mire? He's tried it. To be fair, he ain't a Gerrard. He's nowhere near as good as Gerrard. I'm sorry, he'll never be as good as Gerrard. And in my opinion, Gerrard would be a better right back than Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. But you can't say that I'm a hater because I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold on the back. I paid for this shirt. So, yeah, it's a struggle to find those clinical moments, but you could also be excused in saying that the team he played in, the superstars Firmino, Mane, Salah, gave you the game-winning moments, right? It's very, very true. The captain was Henderson, inspirational moments. James Milner, that young gun, that wonder kind, right? He had many moments, right? Absolutely bleeding on the pitch for the team, that passion. You even see Dejan Lovren show more passion and, desire to win in Trent. Even when we're winning or needing someone off the bench, he's on the bench chewing his gum and just smirking and looking on the side as well. So, yeah, I find it a little bit difficult to just think of those inspirational moments where he's absolutely dragged Liverpool back from the mire, or he's outstandingly been head and shoulders above everyone else. We know his talent, we know his world-class skill set, but I don't think he's been world-class as a player consecutively and consistently and stepped up to that mantle. So when you were to lose someone of that caliber, it's acceptable. It's just the fact that he leaves on a free to one of our greatest rivals in modern history, Real Madrid, who seem to have a number in cup finals, but they've just been demolished by Arsenal. He's seen them being demolished by Arsenal, so maybe he's having second thoughts. So I want to join this team where Liverpool are primed to win it consistently again and again, because Barcelona are on the up with Lamine Yamal leading the revolution and all of their youngsters coming through. Kabassi, right? Absolutely fantastic. They've got, Pedri, amazing player. They got Gavi as well. Barcelona are primed to rival Real Madrid for years to years, but there's no real rival to Liverpool because Arsenal are what they are, even with a striker. Who knows how they perform? They're always going to be difficult opponents. We just have to outshoot them. And Manchester City, who are faltering as well. Man United are way in the mire. Forget about them. Tottenham are stuck in limbo as well. Who's next on the agenda? You're talking Nottingham Forest, Chelsea. Chelsea can't seem to get it together as well. They have talent, but it's not a unified squad. So Van Dijk signing, Salah signing gives us the pool, gives us the consistency, gives us the reputation, right? They lead by example, uber professionals. The quality is still there to lead by example. We're going to get stronger and stronger. Arne Slot has shown his credentials as a tactician, winning the Premier League, almost thereabouts, touch wood, in the first season as well. Shown he can outgun Guardiola and Arteta. Shown he's made of sterner stuff, not afraid to make the hard decisions. He'll reinvent and evolve the Liverpool team this summer as well. It's the place to be, right? Trent Alexander Arnold would be really, really questionable in terms of his decision if he leaves Liverpool at this junction time, because he could be the one to help a successful shiny era with his ball deliveries. Obviously with Conor Bradley, because I want Conor Bradley to play. He could be getting a statue alongside Alisson Becker, Van Dijk, Mo Salah. My goodness, we've been spoiled, haven't we, as Red fans? How many players could deserve a statue at the end of his tenure, right? Jurgen Klopp obviously deserves one. Arne Slot will probably deserve one. Van Dijk deserves one. Alisson Becker deserves one as well. Mo Salah deserves one. I would say even Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, they're in that conversation as well. They put us back on the perch. James Milner, even Henderson, our title-winning captain, won it all as captain, led us through those times as well, coming through from the Brendan Rodgers eras, the Kenny Dalglish era, the English Maya with Downing and Charlie Adams, and oh my goodness, even John Shelby. I love John Shelby, but you know what I mean? Wow, good time to be a Red. Trent Alexander-Arnold should be a Red. He had a chance to renew as well. He should renew. The finances wouldn't be a problem. The contract length would be telling as to what the next steps are. But look, buyer's market, there are options out there. We don't desperately need a right-back replacement. We have Conor Bradley, who's absolute quality, offers different attributes than Trent Alexander-Arnold. I wouldn't be surprised to see Trent Alexander-Arnold throw that massive swerve ball, luring Real Madrid, baiting Real Madrid, giving them verbal agreements, false sense of security, and then saying, nah, mate, I can't do it. I scouse, bruv. You Real Madrid drinking your sangria and tapas in the bar with your Bellinghams. You're making Bellingham into a workhorse. He deserves more than that. He's a wonder kid. He's quality. But, Vinicius can't do it on a bigger stage against Arsenal. Complaining. Bukayo Saka, a humble man, absolutely did Real Madrid in. And he could even afford to fluff a Panenka. All I want to say is Real Madrid is not the place to be. If Trent Alexander goes there, he'll just be another player. As Jurgen Klopp said, they won't build a statue after you. His mural might even be up for question. Should replace it with Taru. Man, Mountain Endo. But yeah, I don't think it's done by any means. Now, I could be absolutely foolish. I could be looking a fool. It might be signed, sealed, and delivered already. But if it was, things always leak out of Real Madrid with Marca, the mouthpiece, and they would be announcing it like that. They wouldn't care about a £1 million fine for breaking an agreement or a non-disclosure agreement, NDA. They would just go, we've signed Trent Wunderkind, £100 million player, Los Galacticos, for free. But you know what? Another question is, Carvajal's injured, ACL injury. Is Trent Alexander-Arnold better for this Real Madrid than a fully fit Carvajal, who absolutely pocketed Luis Diaz in the final? Is he better than a Fede Valverde, who's, ultimate in stepping into the midfield, adding an extra in midfield player as well? If he were to show his defensive frailties and Barcelona do them in, and even Athletic Bilbao with Inaki Williams and Nico Williams do him in as well, he could very well be dropped. He's never getting into that midfield. He's not technical enough to play in that midfield. Can't play with back to goal and 360 vision. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in his career there. To be honest, the Real Madrid shirt does look pretty decent. I'm not a hater of the shirt design. It looks pretty cool. Real Madrid, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he looked good in that shirt in all cream and white, but the Liverpool red, baby. Van Dijk mentioned it. The Anfield crowd putting on the Liverpool red shirt is a different gravy. We've got the special gravy, Gravenberch. We've got every single tool. McAllister showed you how it's done. His dad said, yada, nada. Yada is Japanese for no thank you. Yada, nada, no. McAllister's going nowhere. Super happy at Liverpool. He's captain material. He leads by example. He gets stuck in. He gets his foot stuck in. He wants to win. He's got desire. He's got game IQ. He's got intelligence. He pulls our midfield strings alongside Gravenberch, right? We've got all the tools to succeed, baby. Come on. Trent, this is where you want to be. This is where you need to be. And hopefully this is where you will be. So let me know in the comments below what you think will happen ultimately. Is he gone? Are you tired of speaking about Trent Alexander Arnold? Would you forgive him if after all the shenanigans and all the media pull and him saying he wants to win the Ballon d'Or and be globally recognized and build up his brand, if he signs, all is forgiven, right? Because he's our boy. He's our Scouser. And if he goes, I don't wish him the best. I wish him not very much success. But I wouldn't begrudge him it because it's his life. But we lose out on a valuable asset. And that's the worst thing. Because even McAllister, who hasn't got any loyalty or connections to Brighton the same way Alexander Arnold does to us, signed a contract with a low release clause just so Brighton could get something. But I know Real Madrid have got him by the nutsack because they're threatening him. It's like Man United with Ruben Interim. He's like, Amarim, Interim, Amarim, Interim. Which one are you? We're only going to sign you now. If you don't sign now, you're going to miss your chance. He could have had a historic season with Sporting, but he chose to go, and he is a sinking ship in terms of reputation and brand. And if Real Madrid have dangled that carrot and said, Trent Alexander-Arnold, we're not going to sign you if you re-sign, even if you sign a contract with a low release clause, it means they never rated him anyway. They just want him for free, want it for the media plaudits. And look, he can spray the odd Hollywood bore here and there, but so can a lot of other players. So yeah, interesting to see. Thank you so much, Miyazaki Man. Japan. It means the best. I'm standing up. Join the Liverpool Fan Japan membership. Really helps out this channel so much. I get about £3, £3.20 for a decent performing video on YouTube. It's peanuts. Can't even afford chicken nuggets. Mackie D's. Good old Mac. I love the toys. Very good in Japan. You get Mario toys. Mario collaboration. So for Triple Me, Mia, and Mushroom Boy Eito, I want to buy them new kit as well. They're growing rapidly, very quick. 5 and 2 years old. Make sure you support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It's a channel of substance and abundance. And please make sure, if you can, join the Liverpool membership, exclusive content coming up. And I will be doing a live stream on Big Up at 1 PM UK time around my personal, what I would do if I had 80 million net spend for the summer transfer window, which is what I think we will have, what I will do with the whole squad. If I was the Asian Richard Hughes, I will tell you exactly what I have. Now, I mentioned the subscriber count at the moment. I know a lot of you watch my videos and are not subscribed yet. 69%, oh, I love the 69, are subscribed, but we can get that higher, which means a good 31% if my maths is correct, and it is correct. Haven't subscribed yet? What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. It's channel Substance and Abundance. Cream of the crop. The cream of the crop! Up the shiny one. Until next time, have a great day and a great long weekend, Minasan. Minasan is everyone. Jane means ciao.